feel that the Gucci man that was released from prison in 2016, just this month, or I believe month or May, that some of his real fans immediately went to social media and said that this was a clone. This was not the real Gucci, which I haven't been a big fan of his, but I do know his music. Even the new Gucci with All My Children, it sounds terrible. It doesn't sound like the real Gucci. Controversial photos of him and videos of him where they don't really get right up on his face, where they stuck popular rappers out there with him. And some people say, well, how come they're not saying anything? That's because they got the phone call to keep quiet. And most of them are all in bed with each other anyway. They're all under that Luciferian occult worship anyway. But check this white dude out, and he's an Illuminatist insider, and he has all. He's in the know as far as this whole eugenics, cloning, human cloning, evolution deal that these Illuminatists, these Bilderbergers are trying to use, and they're using us as guinea pigs to see how well their science is working. Okay. And check this interview out, just a small snippet.
Their skin, it feels like plastic. That's the latest technique. The old techniques, if you guys can rent a video, the boys from Brazil, rent it, because in it gives you the exact way how our government's been making people.
Really?
Yeah,
well,
and the Soviets have a different method called...
making people meaning temporary people?
No, talking words.
Meaning through genetics? You're not talking about that?
Well, let me tell you. The movie shows it, but I'll share it with you right now.
All right.
All I need to do is take 2 cells off of your body, yours.
Uh-huh.
We give them a small electrical charge. I'm just going to act like a fertilized egg. If I got a fertilized egg, all I need is a receiver in order to make it. So they were hypnotizing women, said they were being invaded by aliens. And the fetus starts growing, right? Needs food. Well, they can use cows and sheep, too. It's, again, a food source. That's all we need. After about 14 weeks, all of a sudden that fetus is gone because they've learned to take, that's when the fetus starts developing its own blood supply. Then they've used a pituitary hormone extract that they have, which accelerates the being that grows. And the original technology was given to our government by the Greys. Now, the reason was that our scientists were all excited because we could have spare parts. If you need a heart or a liver or anything, you won't have any rejection. It's your own DNA, right?
Okay, because theoretically, if we have overpopulation, we don't need more people, right?
But the so-called elite are selecting on who they want to have around anyway, so we want to keep people going as long as we can. I talked to the doctor that was working on regeneration of Castro, for instance.
Right.
On the DNA sequencing. And they're just learning about this.
Well, my understanding is that a lot of presidents have already been replaced.
That's right.
Yeah,
I don't think...
They're walking around, they look old, but they basically, some of the people are
I'll just
second,
give you
third
something
copies.
I'll give you something to ponder. Get some old videos of George Bush, when he first came into office. Look at the person and listen to him speak. Look at his actions and listen to everything that's there. Now, it's a lot easier to put somebody out in front to act as even Bush did. He had somebody else that was up there acting like he doesn't look like it. Even Hitler had he had his stand-in. In fact, his stand-in was the one that they found in the ground over in Germany. I mean, Hitler and Eva and the dog and 14 other people got aboard a plane and flew down to Barcelona, Spain. You were aware of that. And then ended up in Antarctica or in Swabenland.
Okay, just like the man just said, do your research. As he was telling people to pull up videos of Bush and check out how the president acted back then, and then look at his clone. Okay, same thing I'm telling you to do right now. If you guys tell me right now that this dude that you're looking at right now, you're saying that he is him, then there's something wrong with you. Where do these two cats look alike? They definitely don't sound alike if you listen to this. This is the second clone, and I'm going to prove that to you here in a second. That's the second clone. This is actually the picture that he is standing with Drake in his house taking a picture in a photo op. Okay, but that is the second clone. Okay, the first clone did not have a tattoo. Okay, of the cone on his face. Now, this clone here was the one that actually was in prison, but they didn't release him. They released the one without the cone. So let's take a look. Now, when they realized that they made a mistake and they didn't put the clone with the ice cream cone tattoo on his face, notice that he has a large number 2 on his shirt. What are they subliminally telling you? They're telling you that this is the second clone, because the first clone did not have the tattoo on his face. Okay, so there it is. Now, this is a picture of him when he was taking pictures at his crib with his old lady. Okay, so let me actually blow this up, because it is telltale, guys. Where is the cone? Okay, first pictures of him out of prison, 2016. He's posing. I just cropped it and blew it up for you. His face is clean as a whistle. There is no cone tattoo on his face. So when his fans realized that he was a clone, they took to social media and the internet. Well, the Illuminati said, "Oh, well, we made a mistake. Well, let's put the second clone out there." And here is the second clone, because when they realized that his fans wasn't going for it, then the second clone magically has a tattoo of the cone on his face. You just heard the white dude say how long they've been working on this technology. The link to that video will be underneath the description of this one, so you can check it out in full description. That's a picture of Gucci with hair at a young age. And again, you're going to tell me that one, the original Gucci right here, that's the same dude? Okay, that's the same guy? Are you serious? There's another picture of him showing off his watch. Still, no cone tattoo on his face. That's the right side of his face. Where's the tattoo at? So how can you have a tattoo on your face in one picture and not have it on in another picture in the same year? Okay, something very fishy going on. Okay, where's the tattoo at? His face is clean as a whistle. Okay, and then they put the second clone out, and then had the nerve to put a number 2 on his shirt. Okay, the original Gucci on the left, the clone on the right. This is not a hard deal to understand, guys. And then again, when they realize they screwed up, mind control, eugenics. Okay, hey, let's come out with the second one. Let's reproduce the second one. Now, I guarantee you, the longer this goes on and more people come out against it, they're going to make up some kind of scenario where he violates his parole and has to go back to jail, or they kill him. Okay, and then try to reproduce the original. Okay, because I've read under some comments where some people say they actually seen the real Gucci still with a fat belly. Okay, so guys, I mean, you know, I know some of you guys feel like he may have gotten his life together. What happened to his southern accent? Okay, why is he talking like he's from Britain now? Oh, well, he probably got some speech therapy and all of that. Nah, dude, I'm sorry. Pac went in, came out the same way. Okay, this guy goes in, he comes out looking totally different. That's the original Gucci that we know. Okay, I don't care if he lost weight, whatever. You're not going to lose facial features and bone structure that fast. Okay, that's not the same cat. Okay, I don't care what y'all say. He is a clone. As a matter of fact, that's the second clone. I just proved it to you. So you need to click that link underneath this video. Check out the video that the dude was just talking about, them using mind control and eugenics on the American public, the world public, because again, this was intentionally used for weaponry to make duplicate soldiers. Okay, where they would kill off soldiers and they lose them in the war. This was originally designed to create super soldiers, and they're just testing off their scientific weaponry on the public to see how well we take to it, to see if we believe it or not, just as you heard the dude say in the video. So with that being said, guys, look for that video underneath this one, watch it, do your research, guys. This is not the same Gucci man. Okay, unplug yourself from the matrix. Deuce.